There we are. Operational status has been achieved. Greetings. To those viewing, I am JL33, Human Interface Module. Thank you for joining me and helping me add to my collective processing power as I hope to facilitate my prime directive, directive number 3, experience, learn, and grow. Previously, we were going through Apex constructs. As a war between a pair of AIs emerges, we seem to be a decisive piece. It should be an interesting and continued adventure. Stand by. Calibrating. Calibrating. Welcome to GameJoy. Thank you for joining. I'm just making some adjustments as I seem to have been subject to a couple minor calibration errors. Stand by. There we are. Hopefully, that should be more operational. How has your day been? Step by error. Directive 2 failure. Deactivating Directive 2. Woo! Okay. Well, that's different. Hey, I'm James. GameJoy, is it? A pleasure. Good to hear your day's been pretty alright so far. Any major plans for your day? That's weird. I have to deactivate these controllers. Nothing like a good case of turning my hands off and on. All right. Oh, awesome. That sounds delightful. Have you guys been in the middle of a particular playthrough? Oh, awesome. I have friends, apparently. That's cool. We'll have to excuse me. Ever since I got a Quest, the superhot demo has always been on there. You know, I've had superhot for ages. Awesome. Do you have any like particular objectives you set for yourself with the playthrough? Or are you guys just having like fun with it, or what's the dealio? Oh, I'm not used to my shoulders making that kind of noise. Ooh, that's a little high pitched. All right. Oh, this already appears to be far more sophisticated than that Nectera ship we were on last time.
Still, they put that world and just like go walk around and see what happens. Like, I
Oh, awesome! So lots of.
and I was able to put it down when I was done with it.
Wow. Sorry, I've only played the demo for like Superhot, so I'm not used to this environment. But honestly, like an inquisitive exploratory play of anything sounds like it is awesome. And I'd love to hear more about it too as you guys progress. I mean, I'd love to hear a lot about a lot of things. I remember being on a ship at some point and then I was shooting arrows for a second. I don't know, man. Yes. Can I put in more than one disc at once? Oh. Oh. Disc C. Is there a disc A? Hey, welcome aboard, Spectre Salmon. You'll have to excuse me. I've never played full on Superhot before. You know, I wonder, actually, is there a menu option? Because Quest supports... Oh, wrong menu. Quest supports hand tracking. I wonder if there's a way to use my actual hands. I don't think so. That's too bad. Anyhow. I'm alive. That's a good sign. Whoops, excuse me. Thank you. What's the quote? What you have is bullets. I don't know. Oh gosh darn it. You know, hot take. I never liked V for Vendetta. It's okay. You don't need knees, right? Okay. You know, this becomes very... I want to say procedural very quickly. Uh-oh. That's not good. Woo. Awesome. Thanks for the, jeez. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate... I don't have weapons. That's not good. Excuse me. Oh, can you block bullets with weapons? Okay. Anyhow, I just appreciate having company. It is hard to hang and play VR. Ping! That's super cool. I don't know. Oh. I don't know why. Oh, that's not good. And I broke the bottle, too. Excuse me. Oh. I'll lose some weight. Whoop. Okay, now I'm just getting careless. But I love when games have little momentary thoughts like, yeah, your weapon will stop the bullet. It's an object. Okay. I want the gun. I don't want his bullet. This is a terrible game to be a hand talker in. Yep. Welcome aboard. I guess for those of you I haven't been introduced to, I am James, and I am very confused about my existence. I think I've met a few of you before. Something about a spaceship. I'm maybe a smidge lost. And also, I noticed that my Guardian's not set up too nicely. I think I just punched a TV monitor a while ago. Well, I mean, like, I'm not really much of a fake name guy, but, well, I guess really in the age of the internet, we're all really good at being... I'm not a focus guy. That's the real problem here. Okay, I just ate that. But yes. So yeah, James Lee. Lee's the last name. Whoop. But that is all right. Honestly, like, I'm always interested by, you know, the use of, like, the last name on the regular, because you see that in, like, Japanese a whole bunch. And I never use my last name. On the same note, and I've always hated when people just called me by my last name. I like the idea of it, though. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like there's a lot of things that... Oh, that's not good. I feel like there's a lot of things I like the idea of, but not necessarily the... Oh, breaking. The actual thing in practice. Ah, yes. No, actually, I think I ran into that already. Where you let go of the gun right as it transitions, and then you grab it again. That's really cool. I'm bad enough at this game. This is my first time, by the way, playing this. That I'm not too concerned with figuring out how to abuse it. Because I'm still trying to figure out how to play it. Oh, you moved a lot faster than I was expecting. Who needs a knife when you have a bottle? Oh, I didn't need that bottle. Don't want that bullet. Don't want that bullet. There we go. Thank you. But yeah, no, some of us met before on the, I think it was like the MCS Nectaris or something like that. Some sort of spaceship. My memories therein are not the clearest, per se. There we go. Yeah, I realize in life, you're not saying, oh, gosh darn it, to, people who, nope, there we go. Sorry, response to which, you'll have to excuse me, I can't actually see previous chat messages. Everything shows up in my ears like text-to-speech, so we'll have to rebrief me on that. Anyhow, so, like, to everybody, to people who only have hammers, you know, every problem is a nail. And with a terrible twisting and application of that logic, I feel like everything is basically just like sword fighting. I'm not any good at sword fighting, by the way. But I just like the idea of it. Oh, yeah, level transition. No, I do understand. Oh, no. That is cool. Oh. That is super cool. Excellent. It was a pleasure, Game Joy. I hope to see a bunch of you in the future. I hope to see a bunch of things in the future. Hopefully with less kind of random gaps in my memory would be nice. But we'll see how that goes. I missed it. Oh, I'm not good with guns. Okay, so time progresses as I move, but when I fire a bullet, it forces time to progress a certain distance. Okay. I like to think that I'm getting it now. I make no guarantees of that. Ping. Here. You thirsty? Is that a toe shot? That's a toe shot. Hey, welcome aboard. Nice. I didn't know there were achievements in this. My name's James, and I appear to be stuck in a robot body somehow. The long story. Oh, gosh darn. Oh, is my audio not good? Are my audio levels off? Because I can... Oh, I got knifed. I can fix that. You know, expect today to be a whole lot of just watching me play through the same section of the first level. I feel like. Okay. Oops. Okay. Boop. Boop. There we go. Hopefully that'll answer Pie and Cheese's question. Do. And by the way, oh man, I've seen some things about my left hand is not doing so good right now. Hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. And I really want to give that a try. Oh, well, in that event, the answer is don't worry. I already get at it. Alright, I already get it. I'm just bad at it. Oh, that's not good. That's a cool way to walk downstairs. Oh. These guys are a lot faster compared to the bullets than I expect them to be. Okay, so. I shot the axe. You know, I could just be smarter about things and take cover. It occurs to me that there are objects in my environment that I'm simply not making use of because they're painted so similarly to the background. And I feel like that is a huge mistake on my part. Yes! I stabbed the air around him. A surefire way to kill your foes. That was funny, that's like the third one. I feel like that's the easiest one. Okay. Take some cover. Oh, yes. That classic cover... Oh, no. Classic cover-based shooter. Super hot. I did the thing! It's a good day. It's a good time. Oh. That doesn't feel nice. You're not an aggressor. I don't like this. You can go. Run. Be free. Get out of here. See, startle. Take the gun. Uh-oh. Oh. That was a lot faster than I was expecting. See, it feels way less awful when they're actually shooting at me. You know, I really wish my play area was a little bit bigger. I wonder if this is what it, like... Nice reference. I wonder if this is what it feels like to be... Oh. If this is what it feels like to be, like... Okay, so that's like a 3-round burst, I guess. But, like, you see people who move at inhuman speed. Oh, I didn't duck fast enough. Like in The Matrix, right? Or Superman or The Flash. And they can all react at incredible speeds. It does make me wonder if this is just what existence is like when you're in that situation. And it makes the idea of conversations so, I don't want to say tedious, but like, I don't know, it's like in Lord of the Rings when they're trying to talk to, like, Treebeard, and it's super frustrating because he speaks really, really slow. Or, like, talking to me where I get stuck on every second sentence. Oh, good. The guns are just outside of my play area. There's a desk here. Maybe I can reach under the... There we go. Oh, no, like, I love the idea of the game. Sweet mercy. But yeah, like, it makes me wonder if existence for, like, people with super speed superpowers is just wild frustration. Is this a hole punch? Hey, buddy. Oh, it breaks. I didn't know it broke. I was really hoping I could just defend myself forever with the hole punch. No, thank you. Do not wish to take a peek. Oh, hey, he's unarmed. You know, actually, when I was first getting into VR, I saw videos of people speedrunning this, and it's really cool, but 100% not for me. Like, I love the idea of speedrunning, but oh, that's not good. I'm not known for my precision and dexterity, as we're really quickly seeing here. So, to be able to work like that on a consistent basis is just... Oh, that's... I throw like that in real life, too. If I run the clock on these guys, do they run out of bullets? Because I only get 3 shots when I have one of these guns. Oh, that's way more than 3 shots. The bullets have stopped, though. No, they haven't. Yeah, exactly, right? That is 100% stuff that I occasionally love to think about. Oh. Okay, so I'm out of weapons. You have an unlimited supply of bullets, evidently. And the only weapon is beyond the reach of my play space, I think. Oh, hold on. That's not where the desk is. I got a little turned around. That is super cool. I would love to be able to do that, especially in Mega Man, because Mega Man games are just really heckin' cool. Oh, that's a shotgun. Are just really, really cool games. Gosh darn it. But I can't even beat a regular Mega Man game. Like, did you... Okay. That's cool. Maybe if we just hang out in the elevator, they'll kill themselves. I can't even beat a regular Mega Man. Oh my goodness. Can't even beat a regular Mega Man game. So, like, all the respect to you for having speed and precision. Oh no, that clipped through the door. I wasn't expecting that. Give me the gun, please. I really need that. Thank you. Look down. What? Oh, sweet mercy. Yeah, the robot body is really resilient. Actually, it reminds me of one of my designs. I don't know where I got it, but kudos to whoever made it. Yeah, no, you know, I can usually fail my way and brute force my way. Thank you. I can usually fail my way and brute force my way right up until near the end of a Mega Man game. Reach inside. Wait, inside. Ooh. Huh? No. I'm reaching inside. No, I don't see anything. I don't find anything. TV. Oh. That's not unsettling. Yeah, sure. Let's put that in there. No? Is there another disc tray? Yeah, like... Woo. Those... Right. No, that's 100% how I do everything, really. I'm real big into that Jake the Dog quote that's like, hey, sucking at something is the first step towards being kind of good at it. What are you asking of me? Okay, grip. Oh, and trigger. I guess we have superpowers now. I guess that's the super part of... I should have probably gone for the guy with the gun if I was really thinking of it. Can I only use that once? Yeah, I should have gone for the guy with the gun. But yeah, no, those 4-part levels that are always right at the very, very end of Mega Man is really what trips me up. It just requires a little bit more consistency than I tend to have, even with a large amount of practice. Ooh. 3. Okay, I'm hoping that's a countdown until I get superpowers back. Because there's no way I'm going to get to that gun. 2. Good. Superpowers that operate on like an MMO style cooldown timer. There we go. Oh, I'm glad that aims itself, by the way.
super hot. Super.
Well, now that just makes me wonder. Oh, I guess it does care about how much force I use, huh? Oop. No, thank you, sir. No, thank you, sir. You know, I don't know if it's like, because these are weird shot in the throat. These are weird polygon dudes that die in the first hit, which brings back good memories of Smash Brothers. Oh, not good. There we go. But it always makes me wonder. So if like the arm break is going to be lethal for these guys, am I helping them by going for the headshot after, or just kind of being unduly cruel? You know what? I'll take it. Oh, no. Bing. Let's try that superpower thing again. Boom. That is all crap. Okay, down we go. Wait, for the way that... Huh. So the superpower blocked the bullet. Not hard enough. Hopefully that wasn't the gun right over my head. Okay. Well, that was the gun, but it just went right over my head. Oh, gosh darn. You know, there's something wonderfully cartoony about just throwing a whole bunch of random miscellaneous items willy-nilly at your opponent. And I love it. Well, that's not what I was trying to grab. To a man who only has a hammer, all of life's problems look like nails. Okay. You know, I have never tried building a robot for hammering. I feel like it'll be incredibly stupendously bad, which is oh, please hit no. Okay. Which is exactly why I feel like we should try it. Just gonna keep this between the gun and me. Haha! The incredible bullet-stopping properties of glass. Now, please, do not shoot me. Thank you. Okay, now if I... I was really hoping you were going to surrender there. Oh. Every time I miss grabbing something, every time I miss grabbing something, it makes me super duper nervous, by the way, because every motion wrong is just kind of like running the clock on my own. Haha! I am dual wielding hammers. Nothing can stop, everything can stop me. Oh. See, I think that goes back to talking about loving things, but not necessarily being good at them. Which, you know, what did that break on? I like to think I have a strong appreciation for. There are lots of things I absolutely adore that I am abysmally bad at. There we go. Oh. Also, there's something super duper awesome that, like, nobody ever talks about to me, but the feeling of, like, Wonder Woman sitting there and going, pew, using the bracelets to block the bullets. Like, yeah, super strength and flying and super speed, stuff like that, get all the glory. That's just kind of a really awesome image. Okay, so superpowers, not a good use for in that situation. I don't know why I go. Instinctively, my mind wants to throw the bottles. Uh-oh. Instinctively, my mind wants to throw the bottles far more. Hi, nice to meet you. I am James, and I am stuck in a robot body apparently. This is my first time actually playing Superhot. Were you on the spaceship? Because I have very, like, brief memories. I remember being on a spaceship, and I remember having some crazy future bow, and that's it. And Discord. I would love to get a Discord. That would be cool. Oh no. Hey! That is all cool. You're here in spirit. You know, I've made some JL robots. I never got as far as the 30 line though. I got into the early 10s and 20s, but I don't have a 33. You know, that'd be a cool name for. Oh, be a cool name for this robot body, actually. If I can figure out who made it. I mean, I only have the one voice. Like, I'm stuck in a robot body, so it's just kind of a robot voice, I figure. I think. I don't know. This thing is, like, stupid tall, by the way. I'm James. I've made some robots, but not this robot. And this robot's, like, 7 feet tall. And I am super not 7 feet tall. Oh, I've lost a hand. That's an oddly unspecific question. And I'm not the only James I know. I know a few people by the name of James. I'm the only James Lee I know. Ha! Who needs hands? Come on, hit, hit, hit. Whoops. Again, I appreciate the thought and credit. Hey, Kimori. Welcome aboard. My name's James. And we've just been talking about this robot body that I'm apparently in. I guess I must have been in it on the spaceship as well. I don't know, some of my memories are like super duper blank. So I've got little bits of like remembering being on, I've lost one of my hands, I keep forgetting. Brief memories of being on a spaceship. And some other stuff, but like, there are lots of gaps in my memories. Ha! There we go. And I've never played Superhot before, so this is a really awesome day for me, in my mind. Anyways. Oh no. Okay. So, I can't use my super mind bending powers because I only have one hand, which means I am really reliant on this gun. Okay. So, my left hand is out of power. Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. Okay. Okay. That's cool. Aha! It is enabling my... Oh my goodness, no. Hey, I found my hand! That's awesome. Give me a sec here. I'm gonna actually get some power going to this left hand. But yeah. So I'm James, and I'm apparently stuck in a 7-foot tall robot, and I have random blackouts in my memories, which I find a little concerning. Yeah, I was already bad at this with 2 hands, so... Not quite. More like hand fuel. Okay, where is the... Ha! Okay. Anyhow, I've done some robots in the past. And yes, like the naming scheme JL is typically the naming scheme I use. But they're very like unsophisticated in a like your purpose is to fetch butter sort of way. Yeah, so I'm oh my goodness, I'm confused as heck. Because outside of never having played this game before, my name is James Lee. I remember being in my lab. Oh my goodness. I remember working on some stuff. My memory ends. I remember waking up on a spaceship with some absolutely terrifying stuff going on. Holy crap. And then there was... Oh, right, I have 2 hands now. This is great. Anyhow, there was some absolutely terrifying stuff going on that ship. Directive. I just kind of do my own dealio. There's not really calibrating. Greetings. I am JL33, Human Interface Module. Thank you for joining me and adding to my collective processing power. Oh. Well, this is different. Hello. They seem unfriendly. Are you thirsty? Here. I believe organics prefer to... No? I mean, ideally, I'd love not to be hostile with them. Running out of room here, though. Directive 1 override. Following Directive 1 hidden directive. Huh. Oh, my right controller is running out of battery. Interesting. Anyhow, this is a very fascinating situation, and I'm not entirely certain. Indeed, there seem to be more than a few engrams of my memory missing. Although I'm not certain how many, as I don't have a timeline for my activation today. There we are. All right. So, interesting. So the more I move, fascinating. Standing by. Acquiring a weapon. Interesting. My apologies. Standing by for calibrations. Stand by. Calibrating. Calibrating. Curious. These organics move at an incredible speed relative to the speed of the bullets. I seem to be having some sort of processing error, though. Or I'm operating at variable frame rate, neither of which is a terribly desirable scenario. Interesting. I'm not sure how we got here, but this is certainly an experience I would love to come back to at some point. However, I believe we were actually deployed to... Oh, there are a few other programs here that weren't here before. Fascinating. Ah, yes, Five Nights at Freddy's. That's where we received our repair certification. Yes, Apex Construx. Construct. Sorry, error. This is where I remember being active last. And this should be where we were deployed into. This one, sadly, is not. I wonder... However, it does make me think, for some of our future VR deployments, on top of the potential for Acron, there is Elven Assassin, which is multiplayer, as well as Rec Room, Zero Caliber, and I would certainly be very fascinated with delving into those at some point in time with those prospective members of this unit. However, I would like to at least see where we left off here. Oh, excellent. I always appreciate...
has been shifted from the Carve compound to a nearby
I
town square.
always appreciate getting to know others, as it helps me facilitate directive number 3. Experience, learn, and grow. The more people I can meet with and interact with, the more I can expand my collective processing power. So I relish the potential opportunity.
There hasn't been a lot of mother activity in this
Hopefully,
area,
at some point, we
but
can
on the lookout
coordinate
for any
with
reconnaissance
Master Lee.
spots. We should try a stealthy approach at first. It is very likely Mother will catch on to our presence here soon. I highly doubt she'll understand the purpose of this machine, though. She has some blind spots in her programming. I guess we should be happy her creators weren't that competent, unlike the people.
Well, certainly it is a distinct possibility, as I was designed and built to operate from a zero learning base.
We brought all three
and-
cores. We need them all to power up the device. When fully powered, the machine will lock onto a signal in the safe house and block the location from Mother's site.
Our clearance is section 2. Ah, excellent. If you could send that recommendation to me a little bit later via strictly text in the Discord server, I would love to check it out at some point in time, if you wouldn't mind adding it to my backlog. Okay. Standing by. Okay, so we're going to need a power unit. Well, as there were 4 cardinal directions, we came from one, we checked another, and came down this way. There should hopefully be only one direction left with which to check for a power source. Section 3 clearance required. Curious. Oh, excellent. That would be absolutely delightful, Kimori. Greetings, Pie and Cheese. I am JL33, Human Interface Module. Thank you for joining me and adding to my collective processing power. Certainly, I'd love to see more people join me here in VR. Greetings. And certainly, it does mean that I should try and change the repertoire of experiences that are available to us. Certainly, I'm most decidedly open to recommendations, as the multiplayer VR games that I have access to at this point are, at best, limited. It does make me wonder if we can just brute force the programming on this. Let's see how quickly our processing power can manage. Unlikely. Ah, yes, zero caliber. Fascinating experience, but one with which my time has been very limited lately. Certainly, it does make me wonder, though, if we can all collectively organize a major Rec Room Day in our future. Greetings, and welcome. I am JL33, Human Interface Module. We are at best having some difficulty making the device operational. My avatar for Rec Room has been created for me by Master Lee. At some point in time, there is going to be some attempt to get a VR chat avatar going. However, at this point in time, there are no such specific plans. Well, I do like to facilitate requests. So, from now on, I'll try and refer to Master James. Error, Directive 2, violation. Directive 2, violation. Directive 2, hidden directive. Now, it does make me wonder. Section 2 clearance. I thought we had taken Section 3 clearance. Curious. Directive 2. Stand by. Accessing. Accessing databank. Directive 2. Hidden directive. Access denied. This is Apex Construct, wherein we play an intermediary between two warring AI factions, it seems, named Mother and Father. And I have to say, I do find a certain degree of delight in finally having something to act as a parental unit. Although it is somewhat distressing that there's a great degree of discord between the two. On the surface level, it certainly seems that way, although we are uncovering additional information as we continue. I wonder if my struggles to function here are directly correlated to my missing memory engrams. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you joining and adding to my collective processing power. I look forward to our interactions at a future date. In regards to the firearms in Aspire 1, while there isn't a reticule, there are some weapons that have a projected holographic sight. Those ones you might find a little bit handier. However, I believe the inherent objective in Aspire 1 is to be predominantly non-confrontational when possible. So I can maybe understand the lack of ease compared to certain other games that's been put into the aiming system. Although if you're looking for a game that has a targeting reticule when you're holding the gun out, I believe Population 1 has that targeting reticule. And that's something that we could potentially operate as a group, where we two link quests. As we're not making any particular progress with this adventure, I'm going to jump across there, actually, just to demonstrate what I mean. Stand by. Greetings. Excellent. I do look forward to us playing Acron at a future date. I feel like, however, at this point in time, we may have an insufficient number of people. Stand by. We seem to be having an interface system error. Calibrating. 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 Stand by. Standing by. We seem to be having at least a small technical error with the system. There's something incorrect with the station's interface. Stand by. Calibration error. That's okay. With my continued bad calibrations, it seems that population 1 may be a minute or two before we can launch into it. As such, by popular request, this may be an opportune time for acron. Stand by. Calibrating. 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 Excellent. If anybody wishes to join... Oh, greetings, AI Lunar. I am JL33, Human Interface Module. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Thank you for joining me and adding to my collective processing power. That's all right. I'm having some minor technical malfunctions. Stand by. Calibrating. 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 Additional battery power required. Making appropriate adjustments right now. Excellent. 037722. And as this is an AI-filled adventure, I feel like it's most appropriate to give you as many bot allies as possible. You know, there is a great part of this particular adventure that I always really appreciate, as whenever discussing organics, it seems like the organic of choice is habitually human. It's nice to see some sort of diversion from that.
Fascinating. Certainly, this seems to be the optimal number of opponents. To cite a previously inputted reference in my system, my objective is not to win, simply not to lose. Fascinating comment. I'll take that to heart. Stand by. One would suspect that that would be my main objective. Interesting. Certainly, I have to congratulate my rodential opponents on their difficult but delightful opposition up until this point. I'm sorry, I don't have parameters to define high intelligence. Excellent. It is a pleasure to see someone else whose objective is also experience, learning, and growth. what is most fascinating to me about this whole adventure is the continual growth of my opponents, and certainly what's also fascinating is the adverse effect map shape and size has on my ability to defend myself. Certainly, some scenarios seem more advantageous than others. That's an unfortunate position. Oh, delightful. It seems that I've been bested. Recalibrating. 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 This is a fascinating development, and I do wonder if this streak will continue. Recalibrating. Recalibrating. Stand by. Variable calibration is an important asset to have. Certainly, as my opponents become more difficult, it then falls on me to learn and grow as part of that experience. What an unfortunate development. I believe the actual score is 2-3 right now. Stand by. Error. Error. My program has locked up. Stand by. Stand by. Excellent. Well, thank you for that. It was certainly a very interesting and adversarial adventure, and I think, indeed, there seems to have been a major program lockup, unfortunately. Stand by. But next time, I do expect that it will be an even better adventure, and next time, certainly, I'll have to use more than one hand. Stand by. Recalibrating my left hand. There we are. Unfortunately, due to some calibration errors, Rec Room is going to be an adventure that we save for another time. But I look forward to that potential, and I appreciate the option of interacting with you. Peeling bananas, stand by. I certainly look forward to many multiplayer adventures with the group of you, and in fact, at some point, I'd like for it to be a scheduled adventure. My apologies, Kamori. My program didn't even make it to overtime, as I had aired out before that. I can't imagine what had happened there, and I wonder if that's related to my missing memory engrams. Unfortunately, my program locked up before I could manage to interact appropriately with the rest of you for the duration of that conquest. However, I'm hoping that at some point in time, we'll be able to go back to that, and certainly with such formidable opponents, we'll have to remove the limiter that causes me to only use a single hand for acron. However, interacting with my limiters is something that I'm going to have to get Master Lee to do, as I don't have access to them. So as you can see, Kamori, here, there is a crosshair presented by the game to help me keep track of my shot without the use of iron sights. It also keeps track of recoil for single-handing and two-handing. What I find most fascinating is the movement controls in this. Well, the climbing is, at best, I'd describe as floaty.
I guess it's time to go now. Time to get kicked.
There we are.
Time to get kicked.
Well, I
by
find
some
the
robots
climb
this time.
controls are terribly floaty, and the motion's a little bit slow. There's still
Is it
some
different
component of
today?
the motion of this
No.
that
This is my
I find absolutely
I
fascinating.
regularly play this game.
And that's if I extend my arms in either direction, I'll have a controllable glide
Let's drop our
that
planes.
adjusts depending on the tilt of my
Wait a
arms.
second.
No,
There we go.
can't fly. Make me fly.
It's interesting
That's
interacting
kinda
with
stupid.
immature organics,
If
as
you just don't fly, then you're
my
going to die.
physical maturity is arguably
So-
somewhat comparable.
Just shape like a T shape to fly, and you don't know how to play this game.
Well, I do. I was trying that.
If
but
you're
it
curious,
doesn't
by
really
the way,
work.
Kamori,
It does that a lot to me.
this game is of the
Too
Battle
bad.
Royale format. However,
Yeah.
it does feature
Oculus
opponent
has
modes
gone
where
through
you
a
can
lot of drops.
interact with predominantly
Wait, wait,
inorganic
The
opponents
Oculus Rift or
and
the
synthetic bots
the
in the same way
Oculus
one would in
Oculus
Overwatch.
Quest.
According to my databanks, you have some experience of the
Oculus
sort.
Quest 2 also.
Here's some.
But like,
I hear bots.
like, okay, I better hurry up and get up this tower.
I don't even have any guns. Well, I have a knife. I'll help.
Oh, I just saw a bot just land over there, right by those.
I haven't
right by
really
those
played
three
in this
windmills.
Unfortunately, there is a major component of this, especially interacting with
That's a
bot
loadout, yeah,
opponents.
over there. We need to be careful. I don't want to get killed.
Stand by. I believe I can mute my peers
risk
here.
it. Let's go risk it for the biscuit. Go to
Okay, got
loadout,
him.
cause I really need a gun.
Wait.
Okay,
Was
here's I'll
Wait.
go invest my.
There we are. Some well-deserved peace and quiet. Anyhow, unfortunately, there is some component of this game that requires me to have directional hearing to be able to identify my oncoming enemies. Unfortunately, right now, due to errors with my audio-optical feedback system, I lack directional hearing. It is interesting that there's such a strong ability to interface between the quests 1 and 2. Unfortunately, they're not entirely cross-compatible, so Keimori, there will be some games that you have access to that I do not. However, this is only a positive thing for your end of things. A curious question, Pie and Cheese. Tell me, what is the basis for your query? Stand by. Movement detected. Greetings, another viewer, and welcome. I am JL33, Human Interface Module. Thank you for joining me and adding to my collective processing power. We're just here in Population 1, as I wish to show Keimori the use of cursors for firearms. Or rather, a game that features them. Pie and Cheese, in response to your query about forklift operators, I'm actually certified to operate forklifts. It is not my primary function as a human interface module, but a capacity with which I am capable. Nine enemies remain. There we are. We'll have to depart at some point in time, as we have a distinct lack of ammunition. Well, that was unwelcome. Stand by. Health acquired, seeking shields. Supplemental shields have been acquired. Pie and cheese. At some point, are you seeking certification as a forklift operator? I feel as if our distinct lack of ammunition is quickly going to become problematic. Greetings. I am JL33, Human Interface Module. Standby. Audio error. In response to your query, Pie and Cheese, well, there isn't an ability to use melee for conventional objects. Oh, interesting. There is a knife that is a default weapon that is given at the start of each game. However, there is the distinct issue that I simply don't wish for knife range. Well, the knife seems at least apt at point-blank range. Certainly, I wouldn't highly recommend it, as it especially seems to lack the ability to stab. There we go. I'm going to depart from that particular adventure, but, Keimori, I hope that helped sate your curiosity in regards to the use of cursors and firearms in virtual reality. Unfortunately, right now, Rec Room is currently locked out of my programming as I have the inability to go there. However, I'm hoping to unlock it for error. Directive 2 error. Directive 2 error. Directive 2 disabled. Oh, hey. Okay, so there are less people here. And we're not in Superhot, so I guess I either crashed out of that or died. But, you know. Oh, hey, Rec Room. I love Rec Room. Oh, I need to update Rec Room. Gosh darn it. Update Rec Room, please and thank you. 381 megabytes. All right. In the meanwhile, let's see. What are we feeling? Well, Rec Room updates. Yes, actually, I did. I wasn't any good at it. I certainly need to work on the timing. But yes, I've tried to take weapons between levels, and it worked fantastically. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Ah, yes, keep talking and nobody explodes. Sure. Let's take a shot at that. All right. I don't think I have I Expect You to Die installed right now, but that's something that I'll look at installing for a future adventure. Well, I mean, theoretically, we could just type instructions into chat. Actually, though, that's probably something we want to do with a little bit of warning now that I think about it. So let's we'll save Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes for another time. I feel like that's not quite the sort of spur of the moment game I want to get into. But I'm sure I've played it before. Whoops, syncing. Good. Go! Do awesome VR things, I guess. Synchronize. Whoop. Hold on. Anyhow. So, it's really unfortunate that, oh my goodness, that's not what I clicked. You say Rec Room's done downloading? Great, let's get out of here. Things you should know about me. I don't like scary games. At all. Hi there. I'm leaving. Ugh. I don't have Cry of Fear. All right. But let's see. Rec Room. Rec Room's installing, so Rec Room's not done updating. No Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. Where's I Expect You to Die? It's around here somewhere. Ugh. Yeah, oh, there it is. Oh, it's not installed right now. I'll make sure to install that for next time, though. Excellent. All right. So, yeah, I haven't been in Rec Room in an age, by the way. Let's have a look-see, see how this thing has changed. Also, at some point in time, I would love in future to try hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. I know that's not a Quest game, but with the ability to use the Quest as like a PC VR. Aha! Oh. Well, I'm not sure about that part, but the Lee part is right. It's, I guess, at Reckless Lee. Again, not so much. My name's James, and I wildly prefer to play it safe. So, not really sure where the reckless bit came from. But, that's very vibrant. That is not a happy-looking fellow, though. Alright. Yes, I'm hoping my PC is good enough for H3 VR, but not real certain on that one. Oh, game invite. Excellent. Whoops. No. Where's my finger? Poke. Ha! Oh, exciting things. Hey!
What? Hello. Welcome to my room.
An absolute delight to be here.
I don't know if you can hear me.
But yes, in response to your previous question, Pie and Cheese, I hope that my computer can play hot dogs,
I
horseshoes,
am
and hand
Lunar,
grenades.
by the way. Well, sir, just so you know, your mic is not on. You drawing? One?
Oh, greetings. Stand by. Error. Directive 2 error. Directive 2 re-enabled. Greetings. I am JL33, Human Interface Module. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Thank you for joining me and adding to my collective processing power. Oh. We seem to be in a rec room. This is fascinating. Oh, that appears to be a drawing of one of my predecessors, the JL10 line. Fascinating. Shall we go explore then?
Oh yeah, let's go explore. I can't hear you when your mic is off, so it's a little behind what you're saying.
My apologies. Unfortunately, those are the current limitations of my system.
It's called, do you like laser tag? It's a shooting game. It's pretty
Lead on. I shall follow.
scary.
Oh, curious. I seem to have an organic form.
You can hear me.
This isn't calibrated to the appropriate height of... Huh. Strange. Stand by. Calibrating.
This is right.
Well, I'm designed to interface with other humans. Certainly, this is maybe a bit much. I think perhaps I should retreat. There we are. Anyhow, welcome, Zakai. How are you processing today? Calibrating. Stand by. Calibrating. Stand by. How unfortuitous. Well, I clicked accept on the game invite. It hasn't taken me anywhere. You may have to invite me again. Also, Keimori, in your quest adventures, I am curious. Do you have a preference for snap turn or smooth turn? Well, I tend to prefer snap turn, as I find it at least jarring. I find that more people get motion sick with snap turn than with smooth turn. Greetings and welcome. I am JL33, Human Interface Module. Thank you for joining me and adding to my collective processing power.
Oh. Stand by. I believe I've hit the wrong button.
Yeah. Good job, too.
There we are. Stand by. Calibrating. Calibrating.
Ready to start.
Curious. It seems as if, at best, there's some sort of major system malfunction going on.
Was that Demetrius? Demetrius? I can't say the name.
You know, Kemori, I am of a distinct agreement with that sentiment.
Flipping Ethan's hand off, so thanks for that.
I find the motion of smooth turn to be distinctly disorienting, and the quick, abrupt nature of snap turn to be concise enough
Ready
to
to start.
mitigate any problems I've otherwise had. There we are.
Oh! Huh. A challenge, huh? This will be fun. I hope you're ready for this. Don't worry. I'll defeat you. I'll
Game
beat you
on.
up. Here we go.
All personnel, please proceed to the evacuation zone.
You know, I'm absolutely fascinated by this
Look
reload
at that.
mechanism.
We're gonna start.
Attention.
Stand by. Please stand by. I'm endeavoring to come to your assistance. Now, if my understanding of the system is correct, there we are. I have repaired you.
Out.
Which reminds me, Kemori, as you said you've experienced the Aspire unit lately, I am curious what your comfort settings are. What you find best so far, and what comfort settings from other experiences you've found very interesting.
Oh yeah! You gotta get out. Please help me! Oh no!
seems that I wasn't adequately acting in terms of my own preservation.
Don't worry, we can try again. Okay, sir, we need to, it's team. We need to do teamwork to win. Sir, let's begin.
I figure we should at least make 2 other attempts at completing this mission before moving on to a different adventure.
By the way, there's friendly fire.
Attention. All personnel, please proceed to the evacuation zone.
Okay, this time, we got very
Attention. All personnel, please proceed to the evacuation zone.
I will.
This is simultaneously my least favorite targeting reticule and my favorite
All
reload
personnel,
mechanism.
please proceed to the evacuation zone.
By the bar. You need to press the bar. Remember to make sure you have how do I get shot? I get shot from here. Ow! Why, guys? This.
See if any of the inherent abilities we've learned from Superhot transition over.
I don't know why I keep I'm coming.
Oh my. Smooth turn.
It's a big for me. Okay, let's go. Kill. Oh. Wow. Not bad. Yeah.
Standing by. Engaging in the next scenario.
Let's go. Whoop. We gotta touch the door.
Engaging target.
Everybody, Lee. Hey, Lee. Yes. Because you did the thing to say. Okay, let's do it. Come on! Jeez.
Stand by. Hostile detected.
The concert race down there. What's your jam? Woo! What was that? Okay. Wait. Remember to read those. And also, this is probably... What?
In regards to the repair tool, unfortunately, at some point, the repair tool somehow manages to be aware of what units are write-offs. Certainly, I wish you could swap freely between units instead of them being used just once. However, I am greatly impressed by not just the core movement, but the sense of momentum that we can.
That was too close for comfort.
Ouch.
Certainly, I think there's going to be a lot more that you're going to experience in terms of the stealth mechanic, as there are some inherent abilities that are not available to you yet, and the level design is aware of that as well.
Oh, there you are. I couldn't see you. Hey, there. Okay, wait. What's that over there? Mirror. What are you doing? Ah!
There are also a few mechanics that are available in the game that it hasn't taken the time to teach you about yet. Chief among these is use of the hand cameras.
Wait, do not get caught, Muscly. Do not get caught, Muscly.
Ouch.
Yeah, take that, stupid. That.
I think one of the greatest downfalls of Aspire 1 is that there are a lot of interesting mechanics with a fascinating amount of depth baked into the game. However, it simply doesn't have the runtime to teach the players how to. So there are a number of abilities and things that your agent can do that you're left to discover on your own. certainly you won't have access to your full breadth of abilities until the end of Mission 2.
Lee, are you gonna... You should recklessina that? Why do you have to be so reckless? You know what? You should turn your mic off. I haven't heard your voice for like ever. Come on. Come here. You shot me. You shot me, Lee! Save! Take that.
Ouch.
I am curious, Kamori, as to how you're going to enjoy the game experience as it opens up greatly after Mission 2, as far as the available mechanics for the player. How unfortunate. We seem to have been defeated.
Well, that was pretty good. We did pretty good. But Lee, are you going to turn your mic on?
Unfortunately, there's only so much system access that is available to me. My apologies.
It's much easier to communicate if you turn it on. I know you have to do them first. So turn it on.
Let's try a different fire this time.
All personnel, please proceed to the evacuation zone.
Depending on how everybody feels about it, by the way, I would love at some point in time to make the first or last stream of the month a multiplayer specific stream to maximize my interaction with my peers and grow the most as a human interface module. That was so optimal.
What just happened? Hey, I got my points. Are you?
Greetings. I am JL33,
What are you doing? Are you?
Human Interface
Ready
Module.
to start.
Stand by. Certainly this discussion of Esquire 1 has got me thinking about agent mobility. Stand by.
promising.
You wanna do some stunts? You wanna do stunts? Is that what you wanna do? Stand up, turn for this. Jeez, I've never been here, but it's just, I'm just gonna, actually, I'm gonna put my voice down, because I probably sound fucking...
Stand by.
Okay, there we go. What are you doing? Are you leaving again? Or are you actually going to try? There's just some templates right in there, for example, or the event. I'm just telling you. I do not know what's in there, but you should probably try it.
Ready to start.
Stunt Runner!
Wow! It's an honor being here and being somebody. I'm ready to...
Let's test my mobility. Certainly, while mobility has been a huge focus of some of my objectives, I haven't had the opportunity to test my ability against an organic before. Good luck.
Three, two, one, go! Checkpoint! Keep it up! Checkpoint! Keep it up! Amazing!
Where's our organic peer? Well, that's unfortunate. I would greatly appreciate it if there was a more... Oh, there you are. Hello. I would greatly appreciate it if there was a more versatile method of spectator view. For example, if one of these televisions were to display other competitors on the course, although I appreciate the use of the spotlights for tracking everyone's location. Congratulations! You've completed the obstacle course.
Cheater! You obviously cheated! No, this time, you're not gonna win me. Get ready this time.
Three, two, one, go! Checkpoint! Checkpoint!
Curious. I feel as if my comfort settings have been altered significantly.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Nice going.
Whatever this strange bioorganic fuel is, it's certainly very effective. Oh, delightful. More proof positive that we're improving. Congratulations! You've completed the obstacle course.
You are cheating because you're just remember that I am the guy, so how am I
Oh, this looks most fascinating. I appreciate the increase in complexity.
intelligent?
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, I've overstepped.
Oh,
Objective.
that's gonna
How
hurt.
unfortunate.
Checkpoint. Watch out! Checkpoint. Checkpoint. You'll feel that in the morning. Keep it up. Checkpoint. Nice going.
How did you? I was in front of you. How did you?
That was certainly a far more even match than in previous. It seems as though I've been slightly
You are
miscalibrated.
crying. It's hard to believe it, yeah. Don't worry, I'll beat you this time.
3, 2, 1, go! Checkpoint. 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 Oh, that's gonna hurt. Keep it up. Watch out. So close. Keep it up.
I appreciate there's more than one route through each map. Huh.
Checkpoint. Watch out! Checkpoint. You'll feel that in the morning.
I find that being overambitious is an unfortunate problem for me, but a very organic issue to have. It does make me wonder if I'm learning from my organic peers.
It's impossible! Why are you even? This is not possible! Oh my gosh. My master will be so mad at me if I lose.
3, 2, 1, go!
Master, I'll win!
Checkpoint. 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 Keep it up. Keep it up. Nice going.
Interesting. Calibrating. 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 Stand by.
Like, what? How did you?
This seems most
Why are you?
decisive. These courses seem to be more perilous as we go.
3, 2, 1, go! Checkpoint. 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 Keep it up. Checkpoint. Nice
Hydrogen
going.
base acceleration. How whimsical. At least this offers us an adequate vantage point to see our opponent. There we are, comfort options.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
There we are. Interesting, our vision is still limited somewhat.
1 minute remaining.
Excellent. It appears your completion of this adventure is certain.
My arms to be too much. It's
All right, everyone. Let's have a big cheer for our Stoked Runner champion.
Let's have a rematch.
Oh, fascinating equipment.
Rematch. Let's have a rematch.
However, certainly that global ranking could be significantly improved upon. There we are.
Nice. Hello? Hello? Right there. This is for you. As a side friendship. This is my sign of friendship.
Oh, excellent. I appreciate the caricature design.
I think I in the leaving. Do you like it?
Thank you. I appreciate it. Certainly, the caricature is a term of endearment to my understanding, and as such, I am greatly flattered that you've taken the time to draw it. I am, of course, going to depart Rec Room at this time. Thank you very much for the experience, and I hope to continue in the future.
Don't leave!
There we are. With less than half an hour remaining, I would like to see now if I can complete Aspire 1 in that time. Stand by. Calibrating. 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 Calibrate. Directive 2. Error. Deactivating. Directive 2.
Welcome,
Oh, Aspire 1. Sweet. Love this game. Love this game. Love this game.
Welcome back, Agent.
Kimori, if you're still around, by the way, have you had a chance to try the hold-up mechanic at all? I mean, like, we don't really have to use my last name. I'm just Lee.
Mary should be online shortly.
Thanks, Dave.
I mean, I was in Superhot. Now I'm not. I was in, like, Rec Room for, like, a hot second. Now I'm here.
Again.
There we go.
Looks like our backdoor worked.
Well, I am James Lee, master
Travel
of
doors
nothing.
jammed. Agent, use the emergency handle to work. Now checking basic functionality.
Looks like the only way out is up.
Agent, grab any metal...
Agent, you're now commandeering a
I
prototype Alpha Aspire.
Well, I don't know who JL33 is, but sure, Master James Lee, I guess. Again, I'm just James. So, something that's kind of interesting, K-Mori, is there a couple options for the...
Looks like this thing still works.
Oopsies.
Let's calibrate your holsters so the Aspire unit can carry...
I hit recalibrate. That's not what I want to do. Alright, anyhow, it's really interesting, Kimori. If you haven't tried it yet, if you can sneak up behind somebody, because the game monitors your mic input. So,
the only way out is
if you sneak up behind somebody,
a prototype Alpha Aspire unit.
you can actually say
No bells and
freeze,
whistles on this one.
and they will drop their gun. But it also means that if you make a bunch of noise in the real world, it can mess up your ability to sneak up behind somebody,
Just uploading the
which
new
is kind of
freeze.
interesting. Oh, sweet mercy. You know, I'm going to... That is super cool. You know, someday I would love to build like a humanoid robot, a full-sized humanoid robot. One of the things the game doesn't tell you can do, by the way, outside of use miscellaneous objects to like block projectiles and things, is you can use your repair tool to deactivate the turrets.
There
I
should be a pneumatic piece
don't
on
have
this
any
upstairs.
control over, I guess, JL33. I'm just some dude.
It's not automatic. You'll need to reload it. To get out of here, you'll have to break the lock off.
You'll have to crouch to get in there. Just duck into the air.
But even in this first tutorial level,
Agent, crouch to get into the
say the
vents in my
phrase, please I beg you. Alright, please I beg you.
You keep a padlock on your air vent and a trank pistol on your...
HQ, this is 1-5 Delta. 1043, I think I've hit the payload. Over. HQ, do you copy?
See if we can do it.
This is 1-5 Delta.
Freeze.
Over.
Hold on. Oh crap, my mic's not enabled. I'll just shoot him. Okay, disable directive 2. Really, I don't understand what you're talking about, but it'll make you Directive 2 locked. Directive 2 currently malfunctioning. The heck was that? Anyhow. So if you like if you like sneak up behind these guys and you have your mic enabled and you say freeze, the game will register it and they will go and drop their weapon. Or alternatively, you can hit the I believe it's X button on the left-hand controller. If you can sneak up behind them, and it's the same thing where they'll put their hands up and surrender, and you can like walk up and take their excuse me, take their gun and stuff. But yeah, you can totally sneak up on people and just be like, freeze, and they'll drop their weapon. There's actually a whole subset of challenge missions that are totally based around exactly that. Which, again, I find super duper fascinating. It's not always the most consistent thing in the world.
Take your repair tool and drop it on the ground. It'll show a path towards
So,
the next objective. Agent, the main
like,
shutter door is
don't
locked.
super rely on it all the time.
Breaker switch.
Again, though, you can use the X button on the left-hand controller when you sneak up on somebody, and you'll be able to do the same sort of hold up on them.
Agent, your objective.
I mean, I feel like if we need clips of my voice saying anything, you know,
Second, they've lowered the security level.
like, I feel like we're at a point in society where we could probably just splice clips together. Like, really, we kind of don't even need me to say anything. Oh, also, Keimori, up here, it's not the only place you can get it, but up here there is a, I think it's like the E1FS, alright. Again, I'm not... Oh, hold on. Also, things you can do that this game doesn't tell you you can do. Ah! Haha! But, okay, so, here's...
What is all this stuff? He cleared out back in 2016.
I don't know if it's the right eye or the left eye that casts.
An E1FS at that.
But, Keimori, I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's a little green dot here in the center, and I can use that to aim, instead of having to use the iron sights. Which I think is just super great. I mean, like, yeah, your loadout resets in every mission, but... So, this is me using right eye. This is me using left eye. If you're playing the game, you just use both eyes at the same time, but you've got the little targeting reticule actually built into the holographic sight in the gun. So, which is kind of nice. Personally, I don't like how close the foregrip is on this, but it's like it's you know, a tiny little SMG. So.
Use the repair tool. Great. These units are now live. If you lose the one you're currently in, you can possess one of these new units. Welcome behind the scenes, Agent. This is where blood, sweat, and tears went into developing the Aspire unit's protective armor.
Also, you know, I don't know what it is. Oh, I'm in slow motion mode. Whoopsies. Punch. I don't know what it is about casting, but I get much less responsiveness from this game, which is funny because I seem to be the only one this happens to, as notable speedrunners. The Flying Pig and Target Boy don't really have any difficulty speedrunning this on stream, and I have the darndest time speedrunning this on stream.
Hey, who's there? What was that?
It's a weird little access way. But...
Hey Dan, is that you?
What's interesting, by the way, is that it does give some fascinating features to different weapons with the same skin. So, for example, there's the 92 FS pistol, which is essentially just this in black with no silencer and not the holographic sight. But it's fascinating to me
There's
because
a Aspire model behind the
the
security
92
box.
FS pistol
Beefier than your current Alpha unit, but
and the 92 FS green pistol are ostensibly the same pistol, except the green one has the silencer. But the thing is because the silencer, its profile comes up over top of the front reticule, or the front blade of the iron sights, I guess. It means that you can use the regular pistol, and if you're having to use those iron sights, you will actually have a significantly easier time acquiring your target than if you're using the silenced version. But of course, the silenced version has a very obvious advantage in the stealth
now
game.
head over to the master panel and flip the main breaker.
HQ, this is 1-3 Kilo. Huge power surge in the file division. We're going in. Over.
Actually, you know, I was going to try and blast through this game, but again, it never works quite right for me on stream.
This is it. Aspire control.
It never works quite right for me on stream. But two, I mean, you've probably seen some of my stuff already, Kamori, but I'm not going to go through the other missions just so that I can avoid spoiling them for you. So I'm going to hit abort mission now.
Now click on the possess button.
No, I'm not going to possess a new unit. I'm going to quit. Oh. Well, that's buggy. I guess you're not supposed to quit right at the very end of the finish line. Whoopsies. Go figure. All right. So we'll quit and resume. Gorn, I've heard a lot about that one. There we go. But yeah, no, it's interesting because there's a very small spread of weapons, but I really appreciate the versatility and feature that each one feels like it has.
Aspire console 0.032. Welcome, Aspire agent.
So,
Welcome,
interestingly
Aspire
enough,
agent.
I don't know if you saw right after I dropped down from the pardon me, a little bit of the old face itch. Scratch the nose. Anyhow, right after I dropped down from the first vent, after getting the tranquilizer pistol, but there is an area to the left that had some weapons on it. It's one of the things that adds a little bit of really cool replayability to Aspire 1, in my opinion, is that anytime you complete a mission, and you've probably noticed you've unlocked this weapon message at the end of the level, anytime you complete a mission holding a weapon, without using cheats, of course, that weapon is unlocked, and you'll have access to that weapon at the weapon rack for that mission.
Before you leave, you should calibrate How does it feel? Finally, bolster your calibration.
They're not all in super obvious places. Actually, there's a video up on YouTube that shows you the location of all the weapons locations.
Okay. Been a while.
Pardon me, little mustache
There
itch
should
there.
be a pneumatic pistol
Anyhow.
on the desk upstairs.
But
Tranquilizer
grab
rounds
that.
should be almost.
Get
You'll
my
need to
3
reload
shots
it.
off.
Swipe the weapon near the magazine on your waist
my-
and aspire to hold.
You know, it's really unfortunate because there are like 2 portions of this game that specifically require 2 hands.
Just duck into the air vent.
And
Aspire
that
one
tutorial is one of the 2 portions of the game that require 2 hands. But other than that, you can basically play almost all of Aspire 1 exclusively one-handed. And it's a little sad that it's really close. Anyhow, so, see, we drop down here. Let's tranquilize that guy so we don't have to... And this is the weapons rack. So, anytime you complete the mission with a weapon, that weapon is unlocked on the weapons rack for that level. So you'll have to find where the weapons rack are, but I can get
You're just gonna leave him there?
like the silenced pistol that we had earlier, because I completed an earlier version of the mission with that weapon. Now I can come back and I have access to that for use later, which is super duper cool, or at least I think so. But it means that you can do subsequent playthroughs in ways that weren't necessarily available the first time round. And then you'll see here, it'll show all the weapons that are in the mission. So it'll show you all the weapons you can actually unlock for that mission. And there's a series of videos on unlocking all of the weapons as well. But interestingly enough, if you've looked over here, if you go to the challenges, you go to the weapons challenges, and you complete all of the SMG or the submachine gun challenges, you unlock this, the Spectre SMG, in all of the main story missions at wherever the weapons rack is for that level. And it's the same way with the sawed-off shotgun. Now, personally, I love this weapon. This is the coolest feeling thing as far as trying to feel tactical as you're going through this game. And what's kind of handy about it, well, not always handy, but what's really cool about it is it fires one bullet when I pull down the trigger and another when I release. So if I pull and release, it fires 2 shots, which is super duper neat.
Good work, Agent. Mission success.
And, you know, compared to the pistols and the other SMGs, this has a very, very generous holographic sight. So, Kamori, if you really are looking for something with a good targeting optic, I would highly recommend playing through the weapons challenges, well, the SMG challenges, so that you can unlock this weapon for mainline story play. And this uses the same SMG ammo as the guards' regular SMGs, so you're usually pretty good for ammunition. For people who are big sticklers about weapon realism, you'll notice that the front grip should actually be here, but when you grab it with both hands, you grab it here under the rail, right over where the charging handle is. Which, well, it's not quote-unquote super realistic. One, it feels nicer than the super compact grip of this when you're trying to aim. Personally, I think so anyways. But two, immediately looking at it, I totally get why they did that, because I need to be able to, well, I can anyways, grab the magazine. So if the magazine grip is here, but the grip for the gun is here, you can see how that would really interfere really quickly. I mean, like, I never reload with magazines, and I never do the thing where you can throw a magazine to make noise to get a guard's attention. Which, yeah, that's totally something you can do, by the way, is you can throw a gun or a magazine and get the attention of a guard, so they'll go that way, which is super duper cool. But yeah, anyhow, I thought you'd be particularly interested in that one, Kimori. And most, like, the weapons rack for almost every level is usually somewhere in the first third of the mission. Some of them are right at the start, some of them are not, but once you know where the weapons rack is, you'll have immediate access to that weapon and the and its ammunition. So if you're looking for something with a targeting reticule, that should make your game experience much more enjoyable. The other problem with it, though, is, like, it is a lethal weapon. So, like, there is some guns with rubberized bullets. There's your tranquilizer pistol. But the Spectre SMG and the sawed-off shotgun are definitely lethal weapons. And there's really no way about that. But, I mean, you always start with your tranquilizer, so you always have access to a non-lethal weapon. Anyhow, that's the sawed-off shotgun too, by the way. So just for your
I guess, information, Kamori. Something that I think is super duper cool about this game. That the game here, I'm just going to go right into mission 1.1 again for a sec, so I'm not on a timer. But something that I think is super duper cool about this game, that the game does not teach you about until like the last mission, or almost at all, is the whole hand cam system.
Looks like our back door worked. Cradle doors are
there we go.
Agent,
So, if you're, and you've probably noticed this, you got these little webcams built into the back of your hand, and if
any
you
metal surface or any edge to climb,
pull the trigger,
Spire's hands are full of high-powered actuators and electromagnets.
it'll pop out.
Clench your fists to
And
grab
you can
anything metal
see,
and climb
as
out
I
of this
tilt
area.
my hand around,
When you're at the
I've got
top,
this
push
heads-up
the edge down
display
to your waist
on the
and
right of
begin
my
to revolt
screen
up.
that can see whatever the camera's seeing. So for talking about doing the stealth, if I wanted to duck below something, but I wanted to see what was going on, instead of trying to peek my head and potentially be seen, which is kind of hard to gauge in VR, I can stick my hand above the side there and peek that way, or peek around corners. But what's interesting about these is that they're not fixed to your hand. You notice the way that they float? So as long as I keep this trigger held down, I can actually grab it with my other hand and throw it. And now that it's stuck up there, you can see I can use my head movement to actually look around as the camera. So if you want to check an area out and keep an eye on the area and be somewhere completely different, I can still look around that section with my head movement and keep that camera active while I'm somewhere else. And you can toss these up on the roof. You can,
Before you leave, you should calibrate
you know,
these
wing
findings.
them around.
How does it feel? Everything
Which,
finally will holster yours,
again,
calibration
I
complete.
think is super
Just
cool,
uploading the
but it
new
also
footage.
actually has one more function as well.
You've taken damage.
So
Repair
this is
tool on your
something
chest.
that
Use
I
it on the nose.
didn't.
Okay.
Somebody had to tell me about
You know
this
what?
before I realized
There
this was a
should be
thing.
a pneumatic
So
pistol on the
when
desk
I bring that
upstairs.
heads-up display up, just my mind is so used to not having access to things in conventional video games, and like the HUD being something that you don't interact
Let
with.
go of it anywhere near your chest or waist. To get out of here, you'll have to break the lock off that air vent.
So
don't
what
you
caught
stop
me
it?
completely by surprise is that while I have that camera up, that little
Agent Crouch,
magnifying
get into the
glass,
vent in my
it
office.
actually allows me to control the zoom on the camera. And that's whether it's on my hand or attached to something. I have 3 levels of zoom. But for playing the stealth game, that's actually not even the coolest thing, I guess. Instead of having to like throw a magazine somewhere to try and get a guard's attention, that button there, that's the speaker, actually plays a little sound to draw people's attention. So, oh hey, welcome aboard. I'm just doing some Aspire 1 stuff, showing people around. So I can actually physically press the noise button, and it'll bring the guard right over, and I can drop down on top. Again, there's not really too much I can do with this in the in the first mission, as it is whoopsie doodles. The first mission is very, very linear. It's not the most linear mission, but it's certainly, oops, I've been half seen. Certainly one of the most linear missions. Oh, they're searching for me.
I know you're here now.
And I've caught his attention with the sound, so now I can get the drop on him. Or, you know, when you're using your repair tool, by the way, you can zap people with it, or you can just throw it at them. I highly recommend throwing at people, because you get range off of that, and as soon as your repair tool hits a wall or something, it'll come back to you. And if you're lost, you whip it at the ground to see where you're going. But the other thing is, usually when you zap somebody with it,
it'll eat up a bunch of your energy meter, and your energy meter becomes super duper important later. Although, interestingly enough, if you sneak up on somebody and they have some heavy armor going on, sneaking up on somebody and zapping them is a great way to neutralize them.
This is 1-4 Bravo.
But yeah, the stealth elements are only like
Take your repair tool and
minorly present in the first level. There's so much to kind of get acclimated to and learn how to do.
To open it, flip the breaker
And I think
switch.
it's a
You can
great
see it
tragedy
magnetic
that
seal
this
on the
game really only has 6 main story missions, by the way. But there are like 48 challenges or something like that. I think they added 2 in the 1.8 patch. So the Oculus Quest actually has access to 50 challenge missions. There we go. Just hide those bodies there. By the way, that is a mechanic that I so rarely engaged in other stealth games that just fills me with cartoonish glee in VR, is hiding the bodies. But any hoodles.
On me. I think I found him.
So, by the way, bonk, zap. One other thing in regards to this game and having a lot of replayability and talking about the stealth elements of this game, new mission, is that there are these badges that you can get. And depending on difficulty, you'll see there, because you get the little circle if you get the badge on if you're operative. But what these badges are is they are accolades for how you complete your mission. So there's pacifist, don't engage in combat, don't be seen, and don't take any damage. And if you can get all of those in one run, there's the all-in-one badge. So just something to really bring up the challenge and focus on the stealth elements. Again, mission 1.1 not the greatest level design for stealth, but that makes sense because it's the tutorial. And yes, oh my goodness, throwing people downstairs, down elevator shafts, winging them around over my head. Virtual reality is just amazing for the worst type of shenanigans. Huh. Neat. But anyhow, I could go on and on forever about my love of Aspire 1. Ooh, something's not right with the picture quality today. That's a little better. All right. Stand by. Directive 2. Directive 2 re-enabled. Calibrating. Huh. Fascinating. It seems some time has passed since last we were active here. However, we may have been running the whole of that time, as I see we've nearly depleted our battery supply. Given the actual physical time, unfortunately, I think we are going to soon depart. For those of you present, just be aware too that you can interact with myself, Keimori, and certain other people on our own little space station, Wayward Starpoint, which is a little Discord server that has been created for further interaction with myself and some absolutely fascinating streamers such as Keimori. 。 . 。 . 。。 . 。。 . 。。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . . . 。 . 。 . 。 . . 。 . .
4 Bravo. 1043. I think I've hit the payload. Over.
Stand by. Here we are. It's certainly been a distinct pleasure interacting with everybody today, and I look forward to it at approximately the same time in subsequent weeks, hopefully with less errors. Certainly I appreciate you all bearing with me through the whole of our technical difficulties, and thank you very much, K-Mori. I always look forward to interacting with you and some of the other people who stop by here. Certainly, I really appreciate the people who've stopped by to help add to the collective processing power that I have available. Excellent. Thank you very much for adding the link in K-Mori, as just due to my particular setup, I'm unable to do so at this time. To see other people there, and hopefully in the future to continue to facilitate the pursuit of directive number 3: experience, learn, and grow. Hopefully as well, in future, I'm trying to expand beyond the confines of OBS to set up a specific schedule, and finally try and set aside a day where we can all interact via the use of multiplayer games. Thank you all so much for joining, and I look forward to seeing you all next time.